Hey, great Thursday evening. It's going to be a very very slow Thursday evening because believe it or not, I am most definitely back in Facebook jail, and that is quite common. It is frustrating as crap to have to do the show and not be able. It's frustrating as crap to do the show and not be able to have a big audience. And it's kind of weird because I sort of start to feel like a lot of the other shows out there. I'm going like, oh, so this is what it feels to have 30 people, but in proportion, because the fact of the matter is, get the cup with the Facebook jail on it. It's right here. Not even joking. A Facebook jail inmate. I kill myself sometimes. Uh, and it's kind of a good thing that I checked in that cup because I actually found some AirPods that I was missing. Anyway, guys, quick show tonight, and a quick show tomorrow, and a quick show on Friday night. What happens is I'll be out of Facebook jail by then, so hopefully we'll grow the audience in YouTube, which was I've been telling folks. Uh, Finally growing the audience and on YouTube. Because let me tell you, one of the things I think that we've all learned, we've all experienced, Minerva, Terry, is how fickle Facebook is and how one-sided sometimes it becomes in regards to going out there and pursuing stuff, going after individuals for stuff that they really should go after. And then a lot of times you'll get individuals like myself that go out there and post and get screwed over by Facebook. It's a piece of crap. It's literally a piece of crap. I don't even know how the hell I'm actually streaming on some of the stuff that I'm actually streaming on, but I am streaming from one of my Facebook pages, which I think is amazing, but not the one that I wanted to be streaming on. That one I'm streaming on. It's crazy. But again, uh, come on over to YouTube. At least they're not that delicate, that sensitive. I'm here. Welcome back. It is good to be back in Brownsville, Texas. Had a great time in Mazatlan. Let me say, one of the things that I was asked in regards to going to Mazatlan was, Erasmo, do you think it's safe? And I didn't grasp on quick as regards to why they were saying that if it was straight or not. Este, but let me say, uh, then I figured out, oh, Sinaloa, the cartels, and and Chapo, and it's kind of trippy because one of the landmarks out there in Mazatlan is the hotel where Chapo was arrested, El Miramar, and it's a yellow one. And you pass by and go like, miren, ahí es donde arrestaron el Chapo, and go like, ooh, okay, but it literally became a landmark, which is kind of cool. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. The food was great. If you're into fish, then yeah, there's a lot of fish out there, and it's not good. I like it. It's great food, but I don't do fish. I do fried fish. I do fried shrimp, and I do fried oysters. And I like oysters Rockefeller. But since I was on the beach and in La Isla de Piedra, I decided just to go out there and slurp me an oyster off the beach. And let me tell you, it was amazing. It was kind of cool. I enjoyed it. Tú me dices, compa. Hello, Minerva. You called it. Jessica and Minerva joined Carlos and Mr. Ortiz. Yeah, let me say it was what any guesstimation out there in regards to direction. I don't think that there was a doubt in anyone's mind. I did speak to a lot of individuals that were close to the superintendent, and in that little group earlier yesterday, no, late yesterday, and they were like, What do you mean?" I said, like, it's the only thing that makes sense. Look, guys. Again, one of the things that I shared with former board president Eddie Garcia was, guys, whatever the outcome, I'm glad that he and I had this conversation. We had a great conversation before the election. And we have fought each other. We have, gone after each other, and it's politics, guys. It's campaigning, and I'm glad that we had a conversation and we talked about that. We said, you know what, whatever the outcome is of this election, this is before, guys. And I think I shared this with y'all. I hope that the next board comes together and works together, whatever the composition is. So I stated, if Carlos Elizondo wins, Victor Caballero and Mr. Ortiz win, my hope and the community's hope, get to work, you know, get together, push this district forward. And he said, I agree. And I said, great, great. And again, we're pending a conversation, a one-to-one. So we're going to do coffee and have a conversation. Because look, guys, it is my hope that everyone works together. With that said, there was some sentiment, I would say, by Minerva and Jessica Gonzalez, because they were on the minority of the previous board. And I think that they feel that they had been disrespected not only by the majority, but also by the superintendent. And, one of the things that was very, very clear out there, superintendent was financially uh, and physically helping out Drew, uh, Philip, uh, Prissy, and Denise. So this automatically goes against two of the individuals who are now sitting on the board. And you know what? And I shared this back when Rene Gutierrez was out there taking selfies with um, with Prissy. And individuals that supported the superintendent said, "No, Erasmo, well, a selfie's a selfie. You take selfies, I love you." I said, "There's a difference. I sometimes will take the selfies, which I got some heat from sometime because I don't want to go into it. But there's a difference when the superintendent is taking a selfie, and a lot of us know that a lot of the financial backing that was being pushed towards Drew, Prissy, and Denise, came from a lot of the individuals that are friends with the superintendent. So automatically, you know that the superintendent was wanting the board to stay the same. And with that said, that would have kept Minerva and Jessica in the minority again. And let me tell you guys, as someone that has been there in the minority, it's not a good place to be. It's horrible. It's horrible. And someone sent me a picture of Daniela and Denise and how they look all defeated and deflated. Yeah, they're going to know what it feels like. They're going to feel what they put Jessica, Minerva, and Drew through for the past 2 years. And it's not a lot of fun, guys. It's not a lot of fun. With that said, I'm praying that everyone opts to vote the right way instead of the us against them way. And I think Daniela made a huge mistake today because they were out there courting Jessica Gonzalez because she could easily become the swing vote. They were out there courting Jessica Gonzalez. Oh, come on. I think Daniela and Denise had lunch with her, like, we could all work together, and we don't want Carlos Elizondo and Frank Ortiz to be in control. We don't want them to be in the majority. It's got to be us against them. In her little pretty rich girl little voice. "Ah." But Jessica didn't buy it because Jessica wanted to be board president. And look, at the end of the day, it was the smartest thing to do. Again, it was the smartest thing to do for many a reason, but it was the smartest thing to do. And congratulations to Jessica Gonzalez again. The underdog, the person that everyone thought was not going to be there, guys, was insignificant. Becomes the president of the richest district south of San Antonio. So more power to him. But again, with that said, uh, it is my hope that Daniela, Denise, Eddie, uh, Carlos, Frank, Minerva, and Jessica is my prayer for the benefit of our students and our staff and our community as a whole. I pray that they work together and start figuring out where the hell our performing arts center is at, and let's start auditing the financials at BISD. Let's start doing what should have been done right after Sylvia Atkinson stole millions of dollars from our students. And let's get rid of the two deputies. And let's get rid of the AAs that should not be there. They got rid of Dora. They got rid of Jimmy Haynes. They got rid of Timothy Cuff. Let's weed out the rest. Rose Longoria should not be an AA. Just that simple. Should not. Uh, Principal at Veterans. Don't have anything personal against you, Dr. Gallegos. Principal at Veterans should be moved to an elementary, pending the investigation of what's going to come out with the Gallegos lawsuit. That's what needs to be done. It would have been the correct thing to do, not the political correct thing to do. But I think a lot of us are just tired of that, especially at the district. And I think that's why Carlos Elizondo and Frank Ortiz were voted in very powerfully. We want a board that's going to start to work for the community, not against the community, for our staff, not against the staff, but more importantly, for our students. Because they deserve so much better. I agree, not right, but you will be back soon enough. Yes, we will be back on Monday, guys, full force. And still, we got 70 people on tonight. That's amazing. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. There's a lot to talk about. Again, one of the things that we're going to do as soon as we get ourselves together is we're going to start to work towards uh, our next steps towards PUB. I think one of the things that was mentioned out there was, oh, they signed up to speak and they didn't show up. Unfortunately, guys, I tried to get hooked on to speak at this next meeting, you know, but because I was in La Isla de la Piedra, I just couldn't come across. So I could not make the meeting, and Susan, because of previous work engagements, could not make the meeting, but she was very, very kind to post her speech online, and that's the kind of stuff that we need, guys. We need to constantly be fed in regards to what is going on and what is happening. But if anyone in the city commission thinks that we've eased off, be mistaken, guys. You should know Erasmo Castro by now. Erasmo Castro does not ease off. Erasmo Castro does not lie back, does not grin and bear it. Hell, he's back. Welcome back. It's good to be back. Is it me or does Erasmo look even skinnier now? Good God, man. Tear the secret. I think I actually lost a couple of pounds while on the beach. I didn't eat that much and I did a lot of walking. So maybe uh, I do feel a little bit lighter. So we'll see. Preach, brother. Tell like it is. It's about time. Let's hope they work together. I'm praying. And I'm going to have conversations with uh, Eddie Garcia. And I'm going to have conversations with the board. And one of the things that I hope that good evening, thank you, good evening, good evening. One of the things that I hope is to be able to appear before the BISD board a little bit more comfortable now. That individuals that I feel uh, I could have an open conversation with, like it is with Mr. Ortiz, Carlos Elizondo, um, and Eddie Garcia. I've been having conversations, text message conversations with him. So I'm hoping that with these three, I can have these conversations to whereas we can work together. I want them to know, even Daniela and Denise, but especially Eddie, I want them to know I want to serve them as they serve our community. That's what I want to do. Just want what's right being done. And I think that when you close that avenue of dialogue and conversation, I think that's when we as a community suffer. We need to have that open communication. And look, as much as a lot of people may say, well, Mendio Erasmo no es nadie, you know, I'm a member of the community, I'm a voter, but I'm Erasmo Castro, damn it. I have a platform. So, uh, congratulations, Jessica Gonzalez, new board president. Carlos Elizondo, new board vice president. Frank Ortiz, secretary. Minerva Peña, assistant secretary. Congratulations. Soon, so like it is, no one had the cojones to answer something fishy. Well, to all individuals out there, Commissioner Los Santos, um, our mayor, Mayor Mendez, Rose Gowan, worthless, John Cowan, still think he's handsome, and Pedro Cardenas and Jessica Detroit, and Nerth, Let's Make Money Galansky. Guys, accounting's coming, accountability is coming, and I hope and pray we start focusing on what's right. You were missed, and I missed you all. I truly, truly missed you all. I hope that all board members will do right by the teachers and all the employees of the district as well as our community. Yeah, and again, especially our students. Tomorrow, I'm going to meet with Susan and Carlo in order to speak about the next steps in regards to a filing lawsuit against PUB and possibly Brugiac and possibly the city of Brownville. Why? Because something has to be done. And I am Brownsville's Batman. What's tonight's cheese mix? No, I don't have much cheese tonight. Just saying that I just got back. The hell is on my Tums? Hola, Lupe. Aaron's Curry Brain 6949. Good job, Aaron's. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. A wonderful day in the neighborhood. We are going to move forward with the lawsuit. I'm praying. Having a conversation with Susan and Carlo tomorrow. Uh, we'll let you know tomorrow night what's going on in regards to what are the bullet points we were hoping. One of the things that our little group, the one that's meeting, the one that's out there going out there and speaking to the meetings, they had questions in regards to, well, how is this going to proceed? And my answer is, I don't know. So to anyone, everyone out there that's, what do you mean? Give us more details. I don't have any details because there are no details to give out right now. We have to we have to wait for the process, guys. We have to speak to the attorneys. We have to share, what we'd like. But there's a lot of stuff that a lot of individuals here would like to come out from a lawsuit that we cannot provide. One of the things that I constantly get, and we got from our group today, was like, they should be prosecuted. We can't do that with a lawsuit. We could say that that's what we want to happen. We could recommend that. It's not what a lawsuit's for. So we've got to speak to the attorney on those things that we could possibly get. One of those things that we are wanting to demand back is that we want them to return every single penny that they took from our people. And I'm sure that the attorneys are going to find a way to start deliberating and asking for interest and stuff. Because what usually happens in these lawsuits is that when you file a lawsuit, you go for the highest number, and then you settle for something or other. In this case, I want them to go for 135 million, and want them to go up with the interest that was probably accumulated. And someone that is good at math, because I'm horrible at math, could probably figure out how much interest that money made in the past 10 years. Our money. So we want the money and our interest back. And with that said, I think we'd settle for just give us 135 million bucks back. One. Two. Got to try and destroy PUB. Got to do everything in the court's power to destroy PUB. And not to send people to jail, which we want. That just does not fall under a lawsuit. We want the decimation, the destruction of PUB, because they have to pay for what they've done to us. And where it hurts for them is their pocketbook and their ability to continue to bleed us dry and to make money. And the only way that that's going to happen is by ending the monopoly that is PUB. Because they say, guys, they say it belongs to the people. And it does, but it really doesn't. It belongs to the corrupt political machine here. It belongs to the corrupt political machine because they continue to milk it for their pet projects like the hike and bike trails, like Ciclovia, like trips to Colombia, like lobster and steak meals. Excuse me. And it's got to come to a stop. It's got to come to an end. And the only way that it's going to come to an end is if that whole PUB thing is completely restructured, decimated, annihilated. Because they deserve no less. Guys, they state that it belongs to you when it's convenient for them. Because when it has to do with putting money in the pocket, it belongs to them. And individuals who directly benefited, like Eddie Trevino, should be held accountable. That's not what the lawsuit's for. That's the district attorney's job. That's the federal government's job. Some At some point, someone up there at Austin or Washington needs to realize that we are being held hostage down here in this area by the. When's your next oil change at Grease Monkey? Tomorrow. I'll be taking my car in tomorrow, Joey. Love ya. Tomorrow I will be at the Grease Monkey on Boca Chica getting my oil changed. Well, my car's oil changed. I visited with my dentist before coming down here, so a lot of oil got exchanged and changed. And pokety pokety. Oh, crap. Hold on. I'm trying to get someone. Someone walked into my studio, and guess who it is? Susan. How you doing?
Hey!
You look amazing, and you look frozen.
Why don't I hear you?
Because I think you're frozen. Susan, Susan, you're frozen. You're frozen in time. Where he is?
I can't hear you very well.
You're freezing. She froze. You see, we were just talking about her. So tomorrow I'll be at Grease Monkey. Is it true BISD HR department is looking into high turnover of admins at different campuses? Um, I don't trust the HR department. I don't trust Carmelita. I don't trust the individuals there at the HR department. I think that they neglected to help out the individuals who were being hurt by Laura. Este,
That this works.
yeah, you hear me? You got crappy internet.
Okay. Let me move to another room. I'll be back.
She's got crappy internet. And you know, she's surubacaba. My attorney took our picture and it came out blurry. I'm pretty upset. So I'm going to bitch him out. La foto de nosotros salió borrosa. He's not a good picture taker. Like the page. Come on, guys. Yes, guys. All these people on YouTube, guys. I gotta take advantage of it, guys. Press that damn like page. I didn't press the like page myself. Why are you not on YouTube? I am on YouTube. Probably the only page I'm on. That old bat Pelosi is out, and the Republicans will investigate the drug addict child molester Hunter. Yes, that is exactly what's going to happen. 76-42 vets in the fourth. San Vito 39-18 and fourth. Los Fresnos lost 42-7. Yikes. Any new updates on the guy that ran over the lady on the trailer park by Houston Road and Vermilion Road? None as of yet. It's crazy because I expected to get a lot more information in regards to that. It sort of like went dead. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Hey, Susan.
Hey there. Better.
How can you be so wealthy and still have such crappy internet?
No, actually, it's because I have a house full of family here, so I'm hiding out in my bedroom. Where's the volume on this? So I don't have my laptop and my computer's all in the other room. and I'm hiding out with an iPad. Well, first I tried my phone, didn't work, and now I'm using an iPad. Man, I look like crap too. Good
Well,
God, do
a
this
little
thing. There we go.
bit, a little bit. You look good. So, hey, Susan, did you miss me?
I did. Well, how was your vacation?
It was Mazatlan was beautiful, and I was sharing with I think people today that uh, I didn't have great expectations because Abraham had said it's horrible, it's ugly, and I'm going like, well, thanks, you know.
Uh
So
huh.
I got there and I was going like, but no, I mean it's beautiful. Let me tell you, if you know where to go, it's magical. And we went to a place at the center of downtown, and it was just so amazing. It's like taken out of a 1950s movie, and
Oh,
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I plan to go back. As crazy as that may sound, I don't usually go back to for seconds at beach resorts.
I mean, I don't. I need to get a passport first of all. I don't even have one. But I hear that Mexico is so beautiful and so full of history, um, that and I love all that stuff. Being able just to walk around in downtown areas and see the buildings and the architecture and things that are, oh, I would just be in heaven.
Well, if when you do get a passport, I'll guide you. I'll be your tour guide in Mexico City. Let me
Oh,
tell you, drop dead gorgeous city. As crazy populated as it is, I mean the buildings, the history, the
mhm.
culture, the pyramids, everything. Actually, I'm going on the 30th
You're
for
gonna go
another
back to there to Masla, where to Masla? What's
Teotihuacan.
oh
Teotihuacan, the capital, and
oh
to Ciudad de Mexico.
oh
Uh,
okay.
I'm going to go back there. I'm going to spend 2 nights in Teotihuacan. I plan to do the walking the pyramids, walking the outside pyramids. One of the things that happens in the pyramids, and this is really blew my mind. You're only seeing like 20%, 20, or 10 or 20% of what the village was like. So what
Mhm.
happens is you walk around it and you start to see pyramid structures all over the place. And I asked one of the guys because they take you around to the places that nobody goes to. And I asked them, I said, well, what's up? Why aren't these taken care of? They said, because the government doesn't want to spend money on them. So they focus only on the 20%, which is
Oh
kind of
wow.
a situation. But it's amazing. It's beautiful. La Ciudad de Mexico, one of the places that we're going to visit is the Frida Kahlo Museum. I love
Oh,
art. So
yes,
that should
but
be
that's
interesting.
amazing.
Yeah. Well, we're talking a little bit, and Ben said that. Let me see if I can go back to Ben's comment. I don't know if you saw it, but Susan told it like it is on your speech that you
Oh,
didn't hear. No one had the cojones to answer her. Something's fishy.
mhm. Yeah, I didn't feeling well that day, and I had signed up, but I mean, I tried, but I couldn't make it over there. So I thought, okay, well, since I didn't say it, let me go ahead and post it so everybody could see what I was gonna say. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's important, and I think I share that with you. It'd be great to have some of your other speeches as well, so we could post. Not, I mean, I can't post myself because I'm in Facebook jail. But
oh,
after my 2 day sentence, I'd love to be able to post some of those things because people need to have a resource to go to. And one of the things that I found out is some of the stuff, and I think you've seen this being posted on my page and on Jasmine's page. She's literally gone back years,
hmm
you know, so it comes back. So I think it's a kind of a cool thing. Maybe a year from now, 2 years from now, that we're still fighting the city in regards to stealing our funds. We're going to bring up a lot of these, your speeches, a lot of the writs, a lot of the stuff, and go like, yeah, we've been screaming about it for a while. But one of the things that I shared is that just because we weren't able, and I wasn't able because of the internet connection in Mazatlan at the island that I was at, just
hmm
because we're not there, I don't want the city commission to think that we've quieted down.
oh yeah, no, That's one of the reasons I posted, because they all see our show, your show, and then they see our post and stuff and stalk us and everything else. So I know they saw the speech. So we're and I've said it every time. We're not going away.
Not going away.
Away.
And one of the things that I've shared again, there's a lot of stuff that we do and we're working on that we don't necessarily scream about, and that's what I think that most individuals, the core political machine here, that's what they need to be worried about, because we're still working trying to get attorneys to go file a lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that I shared right now before you came on is, and I think that we're on the same page, that the expectations need to be in that which we can accomplish through a
Right.
lawsuit. We cannot go out there and request that individuals get thrown in jail. It's not part of the lawsuit. That is the executive branch's
Right.
field. It is our district attorney, our FBI, marshals, or whoever else out there. Those are the guys that need to go in and investigate the crap out of what the
Yeah. Of
crap.
course. If it was in our control, they would already be in jail, but it's not, and so it's a
Yeah,
civil lawsuit that we'll be, looking for in order to, if they're not gonna do it, then we're gonna have to seek legal action against them in order to get the money back. And I did, I have done the PIRs with PUB. I've done three already. Mm, I got one back. One of them was just asking for two specific minutes of agendas, because I'm trying to find where the subsidies were approved through the PUB board. And so they weren't in the two that I received. The only other thing I received was the confirmation that Brusiak did not have a employment contract. Everything else they have given me crap about. I mean, it's just been back and forth verification. Please verify what you're asking for. Please verify this. So I still to this day have not gotten all the vendor payments that I've asked for the dates of Tanasca. Um, and I asked for every single PUB board meeting from 2012 all the way to 2022. And that way I can look and find out if any of that was even approved. The subsidies, the so-called subsidies that they gave us. I don't know what, 54 million worth.
well, yeah, 54 million supposedly that we received already because of with the Tanasca money. Which, again, why weren't we told this before? Why wasn't it like, okay, guys, just so that y'all know, and ultimately, why did they decide to do that if they were still going to move forward with Tanasca? And if they already knew back then when they started to give those subsidies, why didn't they lower the rates then? It
Right,
wasn't going to happen. The rates were raised because of Tanasca. So
right.
no rates, no Tanasca, no rates. To give
Yeah.
it back.
And I
But
think that the guy that from the last PUB meeting, if I'm not mistaken, I thought I heard him say that they started the subsidies in 2016. So that's why I went back and asked for certain minutes. But you're right. In 2016, Tanasca hadn't been publicized that it was not going to happen.
no,
So why would they start a subsidy with Tanasca money?
exactamente. If there was still hope to
Right.
have Tanasca. So one of the things that I think really pisses me off, and again, to my credit, and not to my credit, but to my defense, people would say, "Erasmo, stop having ruedas chanclas on the show." I go like, "No, guys, because the more they talk, the deeper in the hole they get themselves." Because I mean, nothing in this last time that we had him on, nothing made sense. And it's like Judge Judy says, you know, if you tell the truth, you don't have to struggle to remember, what lies you concocted.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately for our community, uh, everything that was said by the commissioner in regards to, his picks for the charter review committee,
Mm-hmm.
bullcrap,
Yeah, absolutely.
bullcrap. And the reasons why, Susan couldn't be on the board, the reasons why an Eder Hernandez could not be on the board, a reason why Carlos Tawada couldn't be on the board, a reason why Carlos Cascos shouldn't be on the board,
Absolutely.
go totally against the individual that was picked to be on the board because he stated that he didn't know who he was. That was a lie.
Yeah, it had to be a lie. I mean, he's, from what I understand, he's Art Rendon's son-in-law. So, I mean, he appointed Art Rendon. You can't really tell me that he doesn't know who he is. And even regardless, if you know, even if he wasn't, if he doesn't know him personally, he was definitely aware of where he worked and who he worked with. And I just think it's a real slap in the face. It's like, oh, 200 and something thousand people, and you have to choose the one person that works with Tony Martinez. I don't understand that.
A business partner,
Yeah, that
business
makes no
legal,
sense. It makes no sense.
none. And as you say, it is a slap in the face, guys. No matter how you look at it, it's a damn slap in the face.
Hmm.
One of the things that we had talked about, guys, is that we are going to meet tomorrow. We're going to have a quick little get together. Thank you, Susan, for inviting us to brunch.
Yeah.
It's really because I sort of nominated Susan to pay.
Well, at least I'm nominated for something.
Well, well, it's because I had brunch with Carlos and I paid, I think, and then we had brunch with Carlos again, and then he paid. So I go like, "Oh, it's Susan's turn."
My turn.
But it's going to be an interesting one, and we're going to meet, and we're going to, well, I think one of the things that individuals that have been asking for is that let's sit down and let's discuss and what can be done, what cannot be done, and of course, we share it amongst ourselves, but definitely want to always be transparent and share it with everyone in the community. Again, guys, nothing to hide. I think we've been very open about looking for attorneys that are going to represent the city of Brownsville, and it's not a. And again, I want to make this clarification. It's not. Oh, Erasmo wants to sue for so he could get 135 million dollars. It's not about that, guys. Not about one person, two people, three people, a little group of people getting money. We want the community, the city
Right.
of Brownsville, to get back what is theirs. But
Mhm.
one of the things I want to be very careful with, Susan, is I don't want this bull crap about, hey, well, we're going to put it in a project or we're going to put it for this because this is what they're trying to poke our eyes with. They're
Yeah.
trying to say, well, we want part of this money, to be given to PUB so that they could help people in need. I'm calling bullcrap
Mhm.
because how are you going to trust the entity that screwed you for $135 million
Mhm.
with what, $51 million that they want to give back? The 40, no, 40
40.
million, 40
40.
million, 29 and 11. No, it doesn't work that way.
Mhm.
You don't trust the crook that took 135 million of your dollars with $41 million because he's going to take that too.
Yeah.
And it's all going to be the same. So, one thing that I shared with Commissioner de las Chanclas on the show, we want it all back,
Mhm.
every penny. I don't care, and it really it pisses me off, Susan, that then they want to come out. But we gave you 54. Screw you. I
Mhm.
don't want 54. I want 135 million. Every penny.
Yeah, and I don't think that 54 million was done, through proper procedures and proper channels, and that's going to be at their fault. I mean, they can't just have an executive team say, "Oh my God, we're not going to do Tanasca now. Let's not tell anybody, but let's go ahead and subsidize, the gas or whatever it is that they claim that they've done." I mean, all that needs to come up for a vote. It has to go, and you can tell that when questioned by the finance committee, and I don't know the gentleman's name that was doing the presentation. At first, he said the executive team, and then later on, he said, "Oh, but it did go up to the board." So I just don't believe any of it. I really don't. I think it just needs to all come back to whoever these subscribers were. You know.
Just give it back. You took it under false pretense. You lied, you cheated, you manipulated, you deceived. Give it back. You know, my and I shared this with someone in Mazatlan. My grandmother. No, let me repeat it. I shared this while I was in Mazatlan in regards with a friend for there when someone took some student's porter jacket. It happened this week.
Oh yeah.
And just to say, guys, it was returned. So thank y'all that it was returned. Thank God, and it was returned because of our post. And again, because I'm Bronzo's Batman. But with that said, I shared with these people. I said my grandmother would question anytime we got home with anything that wasn't ours.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we came back home to her house with something that we didn't take from her house, ¿de quién es eso? ¿Dónde lo agarraste? ¿Por qué lo traes?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's exactly what I want
Mm-hmm.
from our local leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you take it? Did you have the right to take it? You need to go give it back.
Right. I'm a big People's Court fan. I listen to it all day long. I love it. And today, actually, they had a conversation after one of the cases, and the question was, can you sue someone for money that you gave to them as a gift for a specific purpose? So I give you $20. That's your. It's a gift to you. I'm going to give you $20, Erasmo. But with that $20, it is agreed that you're going to go buy, 10 pounds of bananas, and you don't buy those bananas. Can I sue you? And she said, yes, you can.
Of course.
It is that is the agreement between us, and that is exactly what I thought. I said that's exactly what happened with Tanasca. It
Exactly.
was an agreement that they increased our rates for the purpose of Tanasca. No other purpose. No subsidy. No this. No that. It that's what it was for. Tanasca happened. You got to return the money.
Give us back the money. And it's not what really trips me out, Susan, is that these people then want to make us sound delusional for demanding we get back what's ours. You know, I mean, that's how cynical these people are. Like, how dare you? Are you crazy? You want 135 million? Are you crazy? No, just what you took from us. That's all
Mm-hmm.
we're asking. you know and that's and let me say, Susan, I don't know if you remember, because a lot of people were going out there, well, yeah, ask for interest. I'm going, God, calm down. Calm down, folks. We can't be completely off base. We're not going to get interest, but we better sure as hell get our money back.
Mm-hmm.
Every dime.
Yep.
How much money was lost from Tanasca? 135 million bucks. That's my number, and I'm sticking to it
Mm-hmm.
until it's otherwise proven. By the way, when are the checks getting cut for what, for Carlos, Susan, and Erasmo?
Mm-hmm.
That's an inside joke, guys. It's not about that. Maybe for Erasmo and Susan, but not for Carlos. That's for sure. He's an attorney. You can sue all you want, but that isn't going to stop them. You'll still need get a knee on your back. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and at the end of the day, Bob, you might be right, but they're going to know that they were in a fight. That's my southmost in me. I may lose a fight. You're sure as hell going to feel that you were in a fight too. So we're going to give it all we can. With that said, I spoke with someone today. They're like, well, that's what else going to happen? I said, join the people that are fighting. It becomes a lot easier when it's not just me and Susan and Carlo and Kayla going to go speak before every place.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the ball. Join the club. Because in those days that Susan isn't feeling well and Erasmo is on one of his trips, which hardly ever happens, we need somebody else to help out, man. We need a break too. Susan for city commissioner. Sounds about right. Absolutely nothing's going to happen. Millions of bucks stolen, but they won't get a year in jail. That might be true. I'm praying for that to be 1,000% not true. And we're
Have
going
we
to,
heard anything with Brusiak yet?
huh?
Have we heard anything about Brusiak yet? Any update?
Nothing.
Nothing. Mm.
But let me say, one of the things that we'll talk about tomorrow is, I mean, y'all know I did file a civil suit myself against Bruziak. So I want to find out what the hell is going on, you know, with that as well, because I think he's already been served. Stop charging water bills for 5 years. It's a way to get. It's a way of getting the PUB money back. That, and let me say something that I think a lot of people, some people already know. I don't make the memes out there, guys. I have not made one single meme of me on the scooter, of me falling down, of me. I did not make a single one of them. I think they're funny as crap, and I'm going to continue to go out there and post. The riots of 2020 were funded by the Democrat Party. Yeah, I actually spoke to someone from Portland, Oregon, up there in Mazatlan. We were on a tour together, and they say it sucks that Oregon's gone to crap.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot
what
of people are leaving.
I've heard. And as beautiful as it was, I don't know about now.
Mm-mm.
It's
And
so
yeah, I don't know how the hell anyone in their right mind would justify small business owners, getting ransacked by hooligans, by criminals. Tenasca checks. That's why Susan is taking us to brunch tomorrow, baby.
mm, I'll just take it off your tab.
Oh, we'll take it off of Carlos' check.
Yeah.
I know how. Southmost isn't rioting. Well, no, because we don't have that culture. Aren't they going to retaliate against you even more because you're open a can of worms for the Tenasca? Yes. And that is what putting your face and your name uh, to a movement does to you. It puts you in the crossfires. Se pone uno de pechito.
Mhm.
Someone has to. And I think, and again, I think Susan uh, can relate. Guys, it's not fun uh, to be, uh, you know, stalked,
Mhm.
to be made fun of in private conversations that ultimately come back to you anyway.
Mhm.
It isn't. Susan has a life, I think.
Mhm.
I have a life,
Mhm.
mostly.
Mine isn't exciting as yours, but yes, I do.
I'll share some details tomorrow. But guys, we're not getting paid to do this. We're not out there because we expect to get a check like Carlos is going to get. We do it because we care about Brownsville and our kids. They're sitting on their buses doing nothing. The Republicans will bring the socialist Anthony Fauci to trial for killing millions of people with COVID virus that he funded and helped create. That's going to be interesting. I, every time I see an elevator, I remember David Smith. David Smith. I don't know if you knew this, but David Smith is one of the smartest guys I know. We were doing a Trivial Pursuit competition at TSC, UTB TSC, and he beat me. And let me say, not to toot my own horn, but it's kind of hard to beat me at Trivial Pursuit. And
Mm.
David Smith knocked the crap out of me with this question, with the James Otis question. Uh, who invented the elevator?
Oh wow.
And I did not know that. I didn't know it was Otis. So now every time I get in an elevator and I see Otis on it, I'm going like, bitch. Now I know where you saw it from. Thank you, Mr. Customer, Susan. Thank you, Mr. Customer, Mr. Walcott, for all of your efforts. Thank you all, everyone out there that is doing something. Who is paying for the attorney? Um, Susan.
Carlos.
And Carlos was saying Erasmo, so we did a three-way. Either. Te van a ponchar las llantas de la scooter.
Oh shoot!
Thanks for coming on, Susan.
You're welcome.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, ten
Guys,
thirty.
have a great evening. It's good to be back home. Guys, God bless. Stay safe. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer, doing all that crap. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.
Peace.